Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Luge, and we got like streamer awards drama going on today. So QT Cinderella is under, I wouldn't say she's under fire because she got a lot of support, the streaming community. But what she's trying to do is, because she didn't get enough sponsorships for the streamer awards, she wants people to open up Twitch and leave the video muted so advertisers still come in. I'm not doing a good job explaining it. I know, I formally apologize, but we're gonna pull into Twitter now and let me just explain it piece by piece. QT posted this on February 9th, right? If you want to help with the streamer awards, please consider opening a tab and helping farm ad revenue. And then she responded to it again saying, please do not just open a tab and put my content on your second monitor. Please watch every minute of it actively. Memorize the words. All right, so it's kind of like a backtrack here. So she wound up getting into beef with J-Stlk, who is a small streamer. He's in the community, and they had a little back and forth. So she said that initial post on both of her Twitch pages for her event and on Twitter, she gives explicit instructions to mute the tab and not the Twitch player to farm ad revenue. So it says there, please leave the tab open and mute it, because if you mute the player, then advertising doesn't go through. It has to be through here. So he winds up calling her out for it, and then she winds up replying to him. I'm explicitly trying to pay for a massive show I put on myself. It's for the community, so if the community wants to watch some ads to help pay for it, so be it. Currently, I stand to lose a lot of money on this show. So this is me selling myself to help pay for it. I do agree the description is aggressive, and I thought muting the tab was a meme. But I'm having the person that made the channel edit that. I hadn't seen it. This is generally not hurting anyone, which isn't true. Here's the way it works. This person has a... QT Cinderella obviously has a platform, right? Advertisers are very well aware of what's going on the platforms. It's almost like it's their job to know where their advertising is going. So if somebody from one of Twitch's biggest advertisers sees something like this, and they're not seeing the numbers turn over, they're going to be like, wow, people aren't really watching our advertisements. And then they're going to pull out of Twitch, causing like a Twitch adpocalypse 2.0, I guess. But yeah, to publicly say something like this is not the best idea. Like, QT has had a lot of people like defending her. And I agree. Listen, fuck big corporations, and you want to support them, all that kind of stuff. But it could have bigger consequences than just her making money, or her recuperating her money, rather. It could be a really bad situation. So this guy kind of got into shit for exposing that. There's a lot of things going on. Is it wrong for her to rerun the channel? No. Do I believe that she believed muting the tab thing is just a meme? I would say no. Also no. One of her best friends, Casey Tron, leeches from Twitch in the same way. Now, obviously, hurting Twitch is wrong to begin with, considering it currently employs a huge chunk of QT's peers. Beyond that, the lack of gratitude for a company that both turned her and her partner into millionaires is staggering. People are like, oh, because there's a lot of like comments and stuff. Like, people are like, oh, this doesn't hurt Twitch. Right? It does hurt Twitch. So even though Twitch makes the money from advertising, and then that advertising revenue gets split between the streamer, like I said before, they could wind up pulling out a lot of advertisements, which could affect individual streamers, which is a big problem. Just to see something here, I want to just check real quick. QT Cinderella has 500,000 followers, and that's just on Twitter alone. Some of those are definitely going to be some of Twitch's biggest advertisers. So then she copes in her Twitch chat. I hate incels. J-Stlk, J-Stlk, I don't know how to say his name. You are not entitled to throw your award shows if it is not compelling enough to attract sponsors. So why not try to do a community fundraise for it? Scamming the money from a company that made your entire life possible is insane. And he's not wrong. It does wind up fucking over Twitch, especially one of their biggest events, right? Oh, and then he got a bonus meme. Her bot is still saying to mute the page, but then all the comments are just shitting on him. You might want to go to the ER. That boot is lodged so deep down your ass. Being fully transparent by telling people directly what the channel is made for to help fund the community event equals scam. Get your money up, not your funny up. Maybe instead of doing whatever the fuck it is you think you're doing, you should get therapy. Loser freak. Twitch makes money off ads, even if it's muted. Sticking up for a corporation saying it made them millionaires is wild. They made themselves. It's just a platform they and many others can use. This doesn't even affect Twitch's bottom line. It does. I'll be watching QT's award show. Take the L. You're a loser. Are you? Yeah. But these are all like big streamers. So that's not the proper way to conduct yourself. And we're going to watch an Asmongold clip that kind of states that, because I think he had a good take on it. And this guy does have a good point. Why would she not just do a donation drive instead of just trying to scam ad revenue? Because it's kind of what it is. Those advertisements wouldn't have been paid for if the player was muted. So you're working around the system. Casey Tron literally owes Hulu like $1 trillion from all the content she steals. So yeah, Asmongold had a great take on this.
No problem with people doing a rerun channel. I think rerun channels are totally fine. But this person is not an incel. They don't hate women. They're not a freak for saying this. And he's right. If everybody started doing this, Twitch would pay the entirety of all of the partners less money for ads because the ads. So this is, oh my God. So you have to understand the cause and effect of something like this. So advertisers, what are advertisers paying for? They're paying for people to see the ads. They want you to see the ads. So if you're not seeing the ads, well, then their money's going into garbage, right? So whenever they're having that happen,
it comes back to, this is what they're paying for. If they catch this, this could be a big problem for everybody on the platform, not just, QT's live stream event. Like, if you remember the PewDiePie thing where he wound up getting in trouble, the Nazi thing, I believe, and then YouTube went through its apocalypse because they thought, this is where our advertising money is going towards. Maybe we should pull back. It's fucking stupid.
And then their money's going in the garbage, and they say, oh, well, we expected to get a $1,000 return on a $500 payment, right? And so they don't get that. And so now they say, okay, well, we're not going to give you $500 anymore because we're not making that money back.
Right.
We're only going to give you $400 or
100%.
$300. So guess what happens? Whenever Twitch only makes $400 or $300 instead of the $1,000, or sorry, instead of the $500, because they're not making $1,000, they're making $600 or $800, well, then everybody else is going to get less money from the ads because it depresses the entire marketing scheme. It's the CPM, it's cost per mile. That's the term that's used for advertising. So if the CPM goes lower, then everybody gets paid less money. It's crazy to me that people are calling this guy a freak for a factual statement.
That's true.
He's retarded for a factual statement. He is right.
Where does this leave this whole situation? Me personally, I will be watching the Streamer Awards. I mean, fuck it. It's a fun time. I have nothing against QT, but where this could lead could be a big problem. And this just shows, like, mob mentality, again, is a big problem. Because, like Asmongold said, I mean, he already said fucking anything I could say, but like he said, is that he's not wrong for what he said, and he's getting shit for it. So just because people are sticking together doesn't mean everyone's right. So I think from QT, this was like a shit take. This was a shit thing to do that could affect everybody on the platform. So you shouldn't put on an event that you're not willing to lose money on. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. See ya.
Shot, do not